Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. Today we are talking about John Boyega, and more specifically this article from Variety here. The headline, John Boyega says he won't return to the Star Wars franchise. John Boyega became an international breakout star playing Finn in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, but the actor who stars in upcoming films Breaking and The Woman King doesn't have much of an interest in returning to the galactic franchise. Quote, "At this point, I'm cool off it, I'm good off it," Boyega said on SiriusXM's "Tell Me Everything" with John Fugelsang. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Now, typically, I would just show like clips of these interviews, but I don't really trust SiriusXM, so I'm just gonna read what's in the article. Quote, "I think Finn is at a good confirmation point where you can just enjoy him in other things, the games, the animation, but I feel like episode 7 to episode 9 was good for me." Boyega added, quote, "To be fair with the allies that I found with Joelle Taylor and Jamie Foxx, Teyonah Parris, Viola Davis, all these people I've been working with, versatility is my path." Boyega also discussed his experience facing racism in the Star Wars fandom, an issue that Obi-Wan Kenobi star Moses Ingram dealt with earlier this year. Disney and Obi-Wan himself, Ewan McGregor, came to Ingram's defense and publicly decried the racist backlash she was receiving. Quote, "Moses Ingram being protected makes me feel protected. Do you understand what I'm saying? It makes me feel like, okay, cool, I'm not the elephant in the room. Because when I started, it wasn't really a conversation you can bring up," Boyega said. "You know how they went through it. It was kind of like, let's just be silent. It wasn't a conversation you could bring up, but now to see how blatant it is, to see Ewan McGregor come in support for me, it fulfills my time where I didn't get the support." Boyega continued, quote, "It doesn't make me feel bitter at all. It makes me feel like sometimes you are that guy, and my dad taught me that. Sometimes you're not the guy to get the blessing, and sometimes you are Moses. You know, you lead the people to the mountain, but you see the destination. You don't get to go in, you let others, you get others to go in. And that's where your happiness comes from. And for me to see other people accepted, and then at the same time to see that the studios are now like, okay, cool, this is not an elephant in the room conversation. We need to support our black client. It's fantastic." You know what I love that John Boyega doesn't bring up? He doesn't bring up the racism that he faced from the Walt Disney Corporation themselves. Remember the Chinese movie poster for Star Wars: The Force Awakens when they shrunk his character to be the smallest on that poster? If you don't remember it, I've probably already put it up in this video here. But am I shocked that John Boyega's not returning to Star Wars? Not really, no. And it's not because of all of the quote-unquote toxic, racist Star Wars fans. It's the fact that, John Boyega, Finn, was probably the most interesting character in the entire sequel trilogy, if you honestly think about it. He is a stormtrooper that is probably Force sensitive. There's something that has not been done in Star Wars up to that point is a stormtrooper that more than likely is Force sensitive. They touch on it briefly in episode 7, and then they don't touch on it again until it was very brief in episode 9 when he met up with another former stormtrooper that says that they might be Force sensitive, and it was left at that. The minute that Rey came in, Finn was pushed off to the sidelines. So yeah, pretty much. You have the most interesting character in all of the sequel trilogy get completely sidelined by a completely boring and bland character that is the bestest at every fucking thing that she comes across. Like she could somehow do a Jedi mind trick without, she could somehow do a Jedi mind trick with absolutely zero fucking training. Or how about beat somebody in a lightsaber duel despite the other person having years and years of training over her? Because here's the thing, I don't care if you're a fucking scrapper. The person with years and years of fight training is gonna kick your ass every time and use that scrapper mentality against you. Yes, you're quick and unpredictable, But at the same time, that could be your downfall, because if you fuck up, you truly fuck up. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here before I drag this out way longer than it honestly needs to go. I'm not surprised that John Boyega is not returning. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you feel that Finn got completely sidelined in the sequel trilogy. So again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and truly end it right here before I drag this out way longer than it needs to be. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following me on, you know I'm terrible at ending these videos, so I will just see you guys next time.